Yes. The year was 1999. Y2K paranoia was in full swing. Boy bands dominated the airwaves. Napster was shaking up the music industry, and The Matrix was blowing our minds in theatres. It was a time of cultural and technological shifts. Amidst all this, a little PC game was about to drop that would change the way we think about simulation games forever. Enter Roller Coaster Tycoon, a game that didn't just let you play, it handed you the keys to the entire amusement park. Roller Coaster Tycoon wasn't just a game, it was an experience. Developed almost single-handedly by Chris Sawyer, this masterpiece invited players to step inside the shoes of a theme park manager. The objective? Build the biggest, the most successful amusement park imaginable, all while keeping your visitors entertained and your finances afloat. Sounds simple, right? Well, not quite. The magic of Roller Coaster Tycoon lay in its details. You didn't just place rides and hope for the best. You designed them, from the gentle twists and turns of a kiddie coaster to the death-defying drops and loops of the high-thrill masterpiece. You controlled everything, the layout, the colour scheme, and even the price of admission. Players could experiment with corkscrews, loops, underground sections, and for those who loved a little chaos, let's be honest, we've all experimented with the unintended track ending to watch the carnage unfold. Admit it, we've all done it. But it wasn't just about the coasters. You managed food stalls, bathrooms, staff, the cleanliness of your park. If trash bins overflowed, your guests complained. If ride prices were too high, your guests complained. Your popularity tanked. The balance between fun and finance became an art form. Imagine trying to cater to the thrill seekers while ensuring families with children felt welcome. And let's not forget the guest AI, those tiny pixelated people who wandered around your park, getting lost, throwing tantrums, or puking after a particular wild ride. Watching their little thought bubbles was half the entertainment. You see things, I'm thirsty, or this ride is too intense for me, and suddenly your management decisions become deeply personal. Roller Coaster Tycoon also boasted scenarios that challenge your management skills. From reviving struggling parks to creating the ultimate thrill ride, each level demanded strategy and creativity. One scenario might have you grappling with limited space, while other would test your ability to attract a specific number of guests within a strict time limit. And once you've completed the scenarios, sandbox mode was waiting, giving you the freedom to let your imagination run wild. Some players spent weeks perfecting the most elaborate parks, complete with synchronized fireworks and custom ride themes. The graphics. Classic is the word. Isometric views, pixel perfect charm. While modern games flaunt their 4K, visual, ray tracing, blah blah blah, there's something timeless about those colourful, blocky designs. It wasn't about realism, it was about fun, which most games these days lack. The aesthetic also allowed for impressive performance on the hardware of the time, making it accessible to the wide audience. And fun it was. Millions of players spent countless hours obsessing over their parks. It wasn't just a game, it became a cultural phenomenon. Roller Coaster Tycoon sparked endless creativity. Entire online communities sprang up to share their park designs, custom scenarios, tips for success. The modding community, even years later, expanded the game's possibilities with new rides, themes, and challenges. Let's not forget the influence this game has had on the simulation genre. Its success paved the way for countless imitators and successors, but few managed to capture the same magic even today, over two decades later. Roller Coaster Tycoon has dedicated fan base, modding communities, re-releases, and modern ports keep the magic alive. Its simplicity, combined with depth and charm, ensures it remains a beloved classic. So whether you're a nostalgic fan or a new player, discovering this gem for the first time, one thing is certain, Roller Coaster Tycoon isn't just a classic. It's a testament to the enduring power of creativity, strategy, and little pixelated chaos. And hey, if you've got time, why not fire it up again? Your dream park is just a click away. To truly appreciate Roller Coaster Tycoon, let's delve into some of the most iconic features. The ride building mechanics were revolutionary for the time. Players could meticulously craft every aspect of a coaster, from the height and angle of each hill to the speed of chain lifts and the placement of thrill-inducing inversion. Watching your creation come to life, complete with screams of delight or terror, was unmatched experience. For the perfectionist, testing the ride before opening it to the public added an extra layer of satisfaction. The guest management was another standout aspect. The game's AI, though simple by today's standards, felt remarkably dynamic. Guests would run out of money, form opinions about the park, and even group together. Some would ride everything in sight, while others stuck to gentler attractions. Balancing these preferences was key to success. There was even dark humour in purposely trapping guests in maze-like paths, or watching them endlessly search for an exit. Then there were the financial mechanics. Loans, marketing campaigns, and ride maintenance costs add layers of complexity. Do you spend the budget on a massive roller coaster, or do you focus on affordable attractions and food stalls? Every decision had consequences, and if you didn't pay attention to ride maintenance, you faced breakdowns, unhappy guests, and bankruptcy. The expansion packs, corkscrew follies, and loopy landscapes added even more depth. They introduced new ride types, theming options, and scenarios that pushed the limits of creativity. Players could build parks in snowy landscape, desert setting, or even on the edge of a volcano. These expansions kept the game fresh and exciting, extending its replay value indefinitely. In hindsight, what made Roller Coaster Tycoon truly special was its ability to cater to different play styles. Whether you were a meticulous planner, a creative builder, or a chaotic experimenter, the game had something for everyone. Its intuitive interface made it accessible for newcomers, while its depth ensured long-term engagement for veterans. Even in today's era of hyper-realistic graphics and complex gameplay systems, Roller Coaster Tycoon holds up. Its charm lies in its simplicity and focus. It's a reminder that games don't need to be cutting-edge technology to be engaging and memorable. All you need is a great idea, executed well. Let's dive deeper into the elements that made Roller Coaster Tycoon such a standout game. The ability to observe park guests at an individual level was groundbreaking. Each visitor had its unique preferences, budgets, and endurance levels. Watching them interact with your park provided valuable insight. You could adjust pricing, improve pathways, or add benches or trash bins based on their behaviours. This micro-level management made you feel truly in control of your park's success. Another underrated feature was the game's tutorial system. Unlike many modern games that inundate players with lengthy instructions, players learn through experimentation and observation, making every discovery feel rewarding. It was a masterclass in game design, proving that simplicity doesn't equate to shallowness. The game also excelled in evoking a sense of nostalgia. For many players, it captured the joy of visiting amusement parks as a child. The colourful rides, bustling crowds, and the cheerful atmosphere created a virtual escape. It was a place where creativity thrived, and every decision had visible, immediate impacts. Few games can replicate the sense of wonder and satisfaction. As the years went on, Roller Coaster Tycoon spawned sequels and spin-offs. While some maintained the original's charm, others struggled to capture its essence. The series eventually evolved into 3D graphics with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, which brought new features like customizable water rides and on-ride camera. However, for many fans, the original 2D isometric view remains unmatched. Beyond the official releases, Roller Coaster Tycoon inspired countless indie developers. Games like Planet Coaster, Parkitect owe much to Sawyer's creation. Those modern titles expanded on the theme park management formula, adding advanced graphics and deeper customization options. Yet the simplicity and the accessibility of Roller Coaster Tycoon ensure it continues to stand out as a benchmark in the genre. One of the most heartwarming aspects of the game's legacy, fans have kept the game alive through mods, fan-made content, and detailed guides. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like and a comment down below on other games I should play from the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, up to present day. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.